Trevor Lawrence will be the number one pick in the 2021 NFL draft. I have no doubt about that. I know everyone has said that since before he even got to Clemson, but I try not to get sucked into the hype around players until I've really had an opportunity to take a deep dive into their film. I finally started to do that with Trevor Lawrence, and what I've seen of him on film has me extremely excited about what he's going to do this upcoming season. So let's take a look at some of his film from this past season and point out what makes him so damn good. The most important thing a quarterback must be able to do for me is throw the ball with velocity, accuracy, and touch. Trevor Lawrence checks all three of these boxes with relative ease, if you ask me. In this first clip, we see Trevor Lawrence throwing a simple fade route to T. Higgins on the outside. In my opinion, this isn't the easiest throw. First of all, the receiver has to win on the outside, and there's not a lot of room from the midpoint between the numbers in the hash to the sideline. So that receiver has to do a good job making sure he holds the line and not get pushed out of bounds. Now, this isn't a bad route by Higgins. He starts at the midpoint between the numbers in the hash, and by the time the ball is thrown, he's at the bottom of the numbers. It's not a ton of space to fit that ball in, but for a potential number one pick at quarterback, Trevor Lawrence has to be able to connect on these type of throws, and he does that here. Now, if I had to nitpick, I could easily say that he could have gotten this ball up a little bit more and probably a little bit more to T. Higgins outside. But the most important thing to me is giving your receiver a chance to make a play on the ball, especially in these type of situations. He doesn't give the DB a chance to make a play on the ball, nor does he throw the ball out of bounds. Trevor Lawrence drops the ball right in the bucket, and it's exactly the type of throw that he can make on a consistent basis. Now, here's another throw I absolutely love. We got a stutter going on the outside by T. Higgins. Wake Forest is playing a cover 2, so the corner is going to be playing his underneath zone, and the safety is going to be playing his deep half. If you know anything about cover 2, you know that a weakness is the hole shot, which is the zone behind the flat corner and underneath the deep half safety. In order to hit that, the quarterback has to get the ball there quickly and accurately. It's a really tight window, and it could easily be a turnover if the quarterback and receiver aren't on the same page. Trevor Lawrence absolutely lets this one rip. He's on the opposite hash, and he throws the ball on a rope to the back of the end zone right between the two defenders. He puts the ball in the one spot where Higgins can go up and get it, and those two defenders have no chance at all to make a play on this ball. That's a quality NFL caliber throw right there. Now, if you've watched any of our scouting report videos on quarterbacks, you know that we're big on mobility, whether it be within the pocket, evading defenders, getting out of the pocket and keeping plays alive, or just flat out being an athlete that can contribute in the run game. I think Trevor Lawrence gives you all of this, but in a 6'6", 220-pound frame. This play here is a great example of what he can do once things break down. First, let's talk about the situation. Clemson is down a score to North Carolina, and it's 3rd and 9 late in the second quarter right before halftime. So you could argue that this is a very important play in this game. North Carolina is bringing a 5-man pressure, and they do a good job of showing pressure and then dropping guys out into coverage. They also bring pressure from the secondary, which Clemson does an absolute shit job of picking up. But that's okay when you have a guy like Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. The safety is basically untouched and has a free shot at Trevor Lawrence, but he's athletic enough to avoid the pressure, outrun a defender in pursuit, square his shoulders back up, and deliver a dart in a tight window for a first down. That's the type of stuff that I love to see out of a potential franchise number 1 overall pick at quarterback. So, due to unfortunate circumstances, the fate of the college football season is a bit up in the air. So we'll see what happens with that. Regardless of whether there's a season or not, and barring some catastrophic injury, I still think Trevor Lawrence will be the number 1 pick. He's shown some really good stuff on film, and I'm really fired up to see how he's improved since the end of last season. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps our channel. And if you like this content, subscribe to the channel. Also follow Draft Genius on all social media platforms, which will be linked down in the description box. If you're feeling generous, support the channel by donating $1 or $2 to our Patreon, which is also linked down in the description box. If you can do that, it goes a long way in helping us keep this channel going. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And always remember, film don't lie.